Welcome everyone in this new video tutorial about the multiplayer combat editor. In this video we're going to learn how you can use the return focused built-in function in the combat manager. And what is this first? This is the function that tells you what is the alliance's status of an actor compared to you. So basically, are you an enemy or an ally based on your team? So we're going to open up our character and we are going to use the function we built to focus targets. In a previous video. So if you didn't see the video called focus targets, I suggest you do, because we are going to use the logic we built in this video. So in this video we actually built a little logic that trace array in front of us and says focus the target I'm looking at, and it was focusing any targets regardless of the team. And we are going to say that we only want to store the target as a valid target if it is an enemy, which is going to make good use of the return focus function. So how do we call this function? First, we just right click into any blueprint which has a combat manager and you can type in return focus, get return focus. And this is going to ask for a team, and it's going to return a value, and it needs to be fed with what team you have. And in our case, the team we have is our owning team, which you can grab out of your combat manager as well. And we are not going to call our combat manager like this. We are going to use the function we built, which is basically the same thing, but at least we can update every place we are calling our combat manager if we use our getter function. So we want to break that owning team. We want to plug the team there. This is our team. This is the built-in return focus function of the combat manager. And this is returning either in enemy, ally, neutral, or self based on the team. It's never going to return self. Actually, it's just going to return neutral, ally, and enemy, depending on your team and on the alliance's properties you set up in your settings. So if we are not going to get rid of the print string. We are just going to move that away, and we are going to say that we are actually doing something silly there. We are actually saying what is the return focus of our own team, and we don't want to do this. We want to say what is the return focus of the target we are focusing. So we want to get rid of that. And in here it's asking for a team. Which team we need to know the status, the alliance status. We need to know the team of the actor we are passing as parameter. So we can grab the combat manager of that target. And if it has a combat manager, we are actually going to ask what is the team of that manager. We're going to break that team and we are going to plug that in here. And then for now we are just going to print the value out of the return focus node like this. We're going to hit compile, hit play, and it's always going to return ally if I'm looking at the other guy. But if I switch team, it's going to say enemy. If I switch team once again, it's going to say enemy. And if I'm going neutral, it's going to say neutral. And ally again. And enemy again. So you can see it's dynamically being updated. So you can say that you only want to focus enemies. So it's never going to print the name of the guy I'm looking at if it is an ally, but if it is an enemy, it's going to print its name. So this is one of the example this is one of the example of how you can use getReturnFocus. I think you can see how I use that event into the blueprint example character to outline the different elements of the game depending of different colors depending on the return focus. So when I'm focusing something, if the return focus is an enemy, I'm outlining in red. And if it's any other case, I'm outlining in blue. So this is another example use of the return focus node. And I think I'm using it somewhere into the AI logic, which you can find into the examples as well. So this is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.